Today, we're going to be talking about self-doubt and imposter syndrome and how to deal with it with 5 simple steps. Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about self-doubt and imposter syndrome and how to deal with it. First things first, what is self-doubt? What is imposter syndrome and how are they connected? So let's start with self-doubt. So self-doubt is that inner voice in your head that questions your abilities, your decisions, or your worth, often making you feel like you're not good enough, even when you are. Now, imposter syndrome is a pattern of self-doubt. Let me explain. So I would say that imposter syndrome is when you allow that self-doubt to win. When it finally convinces you that you're not worth it, that you don't deserve that win, you don't deserve that recognition, and that your success is not real or deserving. So self-doubt creeps in and you start having small thoughts here and there like, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't think I'm good enough. And then when it gets to, or when it graduates to imposter syndrome, you're now finally saying, I am not good enough. I don't know what people see in me. I'm not good enough and I'm fooling everybody who thinks I am. And there's a serious problem with that. Do you know what the problem is? It robs you of your confidence. It limits your voice and makes you question even your own wins. So let's see it as this. If self-doubt is the spark, imposter syndrome is the fire, you get? So it starts from the spark and then it gets to the fire. That's why you need to nip it in the bud immediately the thoughts of self-doubt comes so that it does not translate and end up being imposter syndrome. Anyway, mind you, some people are actually imposters. Like, this one is not syndrome. Like, you don't know what you're doing. you know, but that's a story for another day. And many times, those kinds of people, they are the most confident, they are the most outspoken, they are very, very loud, and you would not even suspect one bit that they are actually the imposters. Now, what are the main signs that you're actually experiencing self-doubt or imposter syndrome? So I'm going to list a couple of things and then you would use that to like self-check. Number one, you doubt your abilities or your achievements, even with a solid track record. Number two, you overwork just to prove that you're good enough. Number three, you're scared to ask questions or take up space because you are afraid of looking or sounding dumb. Number four, you constantly seek external validation, day in, day out, as you. Then number five, you obsess over small mistakes. So those are the main signs or major signs to know that you may or may not be experiencing self-doubt or imposter syndrome. If any of these scenarios sounds like you, let's get into how to flip the scripts. So before we get into that, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my content with your network. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go. How do I deal with this? This is the cocoa. This is the reason why you are here. This is why you came to this channel. So these are my top tips. Number one, name it and reframe the narrative. So you need to actually name it. Like, you need to actually own up that there's something wrong somewhere. Like, you've identified that, all or some of the scenarios that I painted, sound like you, and you know that sometimes you get those thoughts, you get those things come to mind once in a while. It is important that you own up, you name it, you tell yourself that this is actually what is happening, because acceptance is one of the steps into getting to where you want to go. Like, even when you want to heal, or when you're trying to be on like a healing journey, you need to accept that this is where you are right now to be able to now, start moving forward and start improving and start healing. So don't be in denial. Just understand that, okay, this is what is worrying me right now, and I want to change and I want to be better. So if you're trying to look at, social media, and you're seeing what people are doing, and you're trying to start, self-doubt thoughts are coming to your mind, you try to reframe it. Say, okay, I need to be happy for these people. I need to understand how these people did it. I need to know where I'm going and where I'm coming from. Does this even matter to me at this point in my life? Or I'm just coveting? Like, what exactly is happening? You need to arrest yourself in that moment. Like I said, I'm a Christian, so you need to pray. At that point, you tell yourself that, I need to pray, because these kinds of thoughts cannot remain. Like, don't allow the thoughts to linger, because when the thoughts linger for so long, they now, remain, and that becomes your mindset. Now, every other thing that you're doing with your life would now build on that mindset. Very wrong. Name it and reframe the narrative immediately. Immediately it starts happening. You say, it can also happen to me. I'm the best. I'm the best. I can do this thing. What's there that I cannot do? I can do it now. Hype yourself. So your mindset matters more than you think. So instead of thinking or saying I'm not good enough, you can start reframing your mindset to start telling yourself that I'm good enough. Even though I fail at something, I'm still learning. I'm growing, and that's okay. Like, you have to be okay with yourself. You have to tell yourself that it's okay to be in the growth phase. It's okay to be in your learning phase. It's okay to not be an expert at something on day one of trying that thing. Yes, I'm talking to you. It's okay. It's okay. Your words matter, especially the ones that you say to yourself. So sometimes when you have those thoughts, you can override them with your words. So you immediately, the thoughts come to your mind. You use your words to override them. You say, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. So now we've gotten to tip 2. I already mentioned some parts of this in tip 1 already, like towards the end, but this one is like the main thing. So accept that you may not know it all. Let that sink in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Accept. It's time to accept that you may not know it all, and that's okay. Like, it is very okay. It is very okay. You are not Google. Even Google doesn't know it all. I'm telling you, there's some things you search on Google, they don't have the answers to it. They might even have something similar, but they don't have the specific thing. In fact, sometimes it doesn't bring up anything because they don't know it. So even Google doesn't know it all. My sister, my brother, please, that's okay. Accept that fact. So asking for help doesn't make you look weak. So don't beat yourself up if you don't know something. Always see it as a learning opportunity. This is an opportunity for me to grow. This is an opportunity for me to upskill. This is an opportunity for me to, move from no knowledge to some knowledge or plenty knowledge. Like, always see it as an opportunity. If there's something you don't know, you can ask. Don't feel like, if I ask this one now, what will they say? What will people say? That will still keep you at zero, because now you didn't ask, you still don't know the thing, and you are just there. So what was the use? There's no need. You can always ask questions. Ask people questions that you don't know. You don't have to keep quiet. Now, this is tip 3. I particularly love this one because I think I mentioned it in one of my YouTube videos. It's like a short, so I'll just link it somewhere in the video, somewhere. So tip 3 is keep receipts and own your growth. Now we're talking about things that have happened to you in the past, things that are currently happening to you. Please make sure that you keep receipts of everything. As you're growing, as you're improving, keep receipts of things that you're doing, you know. So keep a folder or keep a journal of your wins, of your achievements, and visit that folder very often. Sometimes, they tell us, oh, just keep a folder of the things that you want to do. Some people call it a brag folder. Some people just call it like folder where you keep your positive feedback that people have given you based on your work, your relationships, anything really, your achievements. So do you actually go back to revisit the things that you have kept aside? Because it's one thing to keep a folder or a journal, of all your achievements and all your wins. It's another thing to go back and revisit. So now you're not using it to maybe get a promotion at work. You're not using it to do anything. You're using it for yourself, to remind yourself that you did that. So you're reading the things that you're doing. You're like, wow. So sometimes I go back to my journal. I have a folder on Notion that I keep these things, and I go back and I'm reading through and I'm like, wow, I did this, I did this, I did this. When I was applying for technician in 2023, like early 2023, January or so, yeah, in January 2023, when I was going through my application, I was like, hey, God, just you, babe, only you have done all these things, all these awards, all these publications. Wow. I was stunned at myself. And even recently, like I watch my YouTube videos and I'm like, wow, so much wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. I'm not even joking. So it's one thing to have a journal of all these, achievements, feedback, etc. And then it's another thing to actually go back and use it for yourself. Most people say, use it when you want to get a promotion. Even me, I've said it before. Use it when you want to, talk about the things you're doing in your office. Use it for yourself, my sister. Use it for yourself, my brother, because that is also one of the uses for that thing, to encourage yourself, to motivate yourself, to tell yourself that you have done this thing before. So you don't need to feel somehow. You've done it, you've gotten recognition for it. So why are you shaking in your boots? Tell me. Tell me why. Take the microphone and tell me why. So that journal, that folder is a literal proof that you're growing, that you're doing big things. And it helps you. Even if your brain forgets, like, oh, you've forgotten who you are, please go back to that and then read it. And then as a Christian, the Bible tells you who you are. So you can always go back to the Bible and read and understand who you are in Christ and be like, me, child of God, why am I feeling like this? Encourage yourself in the Lord. It's something that encourage yourself in the Lord. Like, don't even allow self-doubt, because if you allow it small like this, too small, very small, before you know it will grow and grow and grow and grow, before you know you're even doubting who you are as a person. Please, please, always remind yourself of who you are. So now we are in tip 4, which is the second to the last point. And now this tip is find your people. That's have a community. So having a community of people, or having your people, when I say your people, I mean people that you feel safe with, people that you are very open with, people that you're very vulnerable with. You can share sensitive information with those people. Those are your people. That's your community. So find your people, have that community. They will help you with two things. The first thing is they can relate. A lot of times, the people around you can relate. So when you're feeling somehow and maybe you're sharing how you're feeling, someone might be able to say, my sister, I understand what you're going through. Just yesterday, share their own story, because they can relate. And then the second part is, after relating with you, they can also encourage you. And now encouragement is in two parts. My encouragement is always harsh. Those that know me and my friends, they're always like, oh, my encouragement is just very harsh. And I'm like, if you're looking for soft encouragement, that's not me, because I'm going to shout. I'm going to say, stand up. Do you know who you are? Shake, 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 shake. Now, there are some people that give like soft encouragement. Not me though, but I like to like snap people back into reality and be like, stand up. So sometimes when people need people to really snap them back to like reality, they're like, oh my God, let me call Princess, because immediately she hears this story, she's going to shout. So let me tell her what happened. Maybe someone says, oh, I was trying to apply for one company, but I was just asking myself, will they even hire me? Do I even know what I'm doing? My brain will already be sparking. They may even landed. I'm like, what do you mean? And that's what they called me for. They called me to shake them. And I will surely, surely, surely do the shaking. But yeah, like you need to have a community of people around you that can actually not just, emotionally be there for you. They can also advise you and, push you, encourage you. Me, I do the harsh encouragement. There are some friends that do like the soft one, and that's fine. Like, it's not every time I do the harsh one, anyways. Like, I do the soft one too. But I'm just saying that you need people around you that can actually, encourage you, that can actually like tell you that, my sister, stand up, stand up. There's always two sides to it, where you get like the emotional support and also the candid advice and things that you can do to get better. Now, if your case is very chronic, that is, you have gone past self-doubt, imposter syndrome. In fact, you are now depressed because of how you feel. I think in addition to prayers, you might need to see a therapist. So look for a therapist near you, ask for recommendations from people, and actually see a therapist, because you will get professional help and you'll get all the kinds of advice and everything you need from a therapist, a professional therapist. I didn't say go and meet your mother, except your mother is a therapist. I didn't say go and meet your bestie, except your best friend is a professional therapist. Please see a therapist if the situation has gotten really, really, really bad. You know when the situation has gotten really bad. Everyone knows. So I'm saying professional therapist. I'm adding professional because I know all therapists are professional, but I'm just saying because some people, they will meet someone and say they went to see a therapist, but it's not a licensed, therapist. Me and you know what you are doing. So please see a professional therapist to help you. Thank you. Now we've got to the final point, which is act anyway. That is, yes, you're feeling that way. Yes, you have these thoughts that come to your mind. Yes, these things are happening to you. Like you can't move forward, you feel stagnant, everything is just happening. But you know what? Please go ahead and act anyway. Tell them I'm the one that's telling you. Tell them it's Princess that's encouraging you to act anyway. What's that thing that you want to do? What's that job that you want to apply to? What's that promotion that you want to ask for? Do it anyway. Like, no matter how you're feeling. Sometimes I ask myself, what's the worst that could happen? Maybe they will just tell me no. Go ahead and do it. Just go. Just do it. It's not like you're going to come and miss me for this, just do it. But yeah, just do it. Just do it. So that you feel a certain way does not mean that your world will now, come to a stop or come to a pause because of that. Please don't allow that. That's what is supposed to happen. That's what the devil wants. But don't allow the devil to win. Don't allow your village people to win. That's what your village people want. Don't allow your village people to win. Honestly, you don't need to feel confident to take action. Word. Let me say that again. You don't need to feel confident to take action. Take action anyway. So, my dear, you're growing, you're learning, you're worthy of space in that room. So, breathe, give yourself grace, and keep going. You belong, you are ready, and you're already doing better than you think. I'm sending everyone virtual hugs today. I'm hugging everybody, sending everyone virtual hugs. In case you're going through anything and you're having a season of, self-doubt, I'm hugging you. This is me hugging you, sending you virtual hugs right now. Love you guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. I hope these tips were helpful. Remember, the magic is in the doing. You have heard it. You need to start doing them. You need to act, and you need to act fast. Not just acting fast, act now. Don't procrastinate. So that's another thing. Don't procrastinate. Act today. Anyway, thank you so much for watching till the end of my video. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my content with people in your network. See you in the next one. Bye.